Hello everyone and welcome back to Easy English with Mono. Today in this lesson we are going to learn all about present continuous tense. I hope you have already watched the video I have already made for you about present simple tense. If you have not watched, then I will give the link here on the top or in the description box. You can just go and check there. So today we are going to learn all about present continuous tense and what is its structure and what is the use of present continuous tense. We all make sentence in English using present continuous tense every day. Present continuous tense is used to talk about an action that is going on now and is also used to talk about an action in future. First of all, let's make the structure of present continuous tense simple. So let's learn here the structure of present continuous tense. You all know a sentence is a combination of subject and predicate, and this concept is very clear to all of you. Okay, so if it is so, let's learn what is the structure and how can we make present continuous tense in English. Okay, so first of all there must be a subject, then after the auxiliary form of the verb be in present continuous tense is, am or are. Then after we have to use the ing form of the present participle verb. So that means verb has to be in ing form. So this is the very basic structure of present continuous tense, and present continuous tense is used to talk about an action is happening now. An action is happening now. Okay. For example, we can see what action that can you see now? Something that is going on now. Yes. I am teaching, you are watching, you are listening, a boy is crying, some children are playing in the park. Means an action is happening now, at present, just in front of you. Okay, so that is called present continuous, means an action is happening now, is going on. And it is also used to talk about an action in future time. So we'll see the examples. First of all, here the example of the structure, the basic structure of present continuous tense is here. Let's take one example to make this concept very clear. Let's take the subject as I, and you know I, the conjugation form of the be form of the verb is always followed by am. And let's take a verb here, play. Just example, one verb is here taken, play. So what may be the form of the verb? I am playing. I am playing now, or I am playing cricket, I am playing football, I am playing basketball, whatever it is. Okay. So here I followed by verb am, playing. Okay. So this is the present continuous form. Okay. Let's see all the conjugations with the verb play. How each subject go agree with is or am or are. Okay. So this concept will be very easy for you to understand. Let's take here he. What may be the verb to use with he? Yes, he is playing. So this is the correct form of the verb. He is playing. And what may be the verb with she? She is playing. So this is very easy for making the sentence in present continuous. I am playing, he is playing, she is playing. Okay, and maybe it's very easy for you to just make sentence with we or we are, then you are, they are. So these are the basic structure with subject verb agreement in present continuous tense. I am playing, he is playing, she is playing, and we can also use it is playing. So basic subject and we have used it here, and I hope this is very easy for you to understand. Okay, so this is the structure. And if you are a language learner, the beginner has come here to learn the basics of English, then this video will be highly useful for you to understand What is the present continuous tense? And I have already shared with you, present continuous tense is used to talk about an action happening now. Okay, so this is the example here. Here you can see some examples of present continuous tense. I am eating an orange. The candle is burning. The boys are playing. So the fourth sentence and the fifth sentence is little bit different from the first, second and third sentences. Can you just find out what is the difference? See, the fourth sentence here is Diba is learning to drive. I am living with my grandmother because my parents are not at home. Okay, I wanna say one difference between the first three sentences and the last two sentences. Even though these five sentences are in present continuous tense, they are not showing an action happening now. The first, second and third sentence show an action that is happening right now. Means when you see or when you do an action, means an action is happening just now. That is in present continuous. I am eating an orange. Okay, an action is happening just now. Here in the second sentence, you see a candle is burning. Means an action is happening now. The boys are playing. You just see outside and you happen to see some boys are playing. So you make a sentence like the boys are playing, the girls are singing. Okay. But when it comes to the fourth sentence, Diba is learning to drive. It is also in present continuous tense, but it does not show an action happening now. I hope it's very clear to you. Diba is learning to drive is in present continuous tense, but it does not show an action is happening now. It is showing an action just before or just after happening, and it is not permanent. It is not permanent. She is learning to drive, but it does not mean that she is doing an action now, but she is doing a habitual action. She is doing a habitual action that can also be said in present continuous tense, and it is not permanent. Habitual action is not permanent. Once she is able to drive, then she will stop learning. Okay, but here the action is not exactly happening now. In order to understand this concept of the time differences, you'll have to speak more, you'll have to read more, and you'll have to make more sentences. The last sentence here, I am living with my grandmother because my parents are not at home. There is a reason why you live with your parents, why you are living with your grandmother. Okay, just for a period of time, but action is not exactly happening now. It is just for a period of time, and it is not permanent. It is not permanent. Okay, an action is not exactly happening now. A little time before ago, and it will continue for a period of time. So there is not a permanent kind of action is happening in this style of sentences. So I hope a small difference is clear to you. In the first three sentences, an action is just exactly happening now. Here in the fourth and fifth sentence, an action just before or just after happening, and it is not permanent. Okay, but the structure is same, and it's in present continuous tense. Now we are going to learn the second usage of present continuous tense. Here you can see some of the examples of the another usage of present continuous tense, that is all about to show an action in the future. We can use present continuous tense that I have already used. We can use present continuous tense to show an action is going to happen in the future. So some of the examples that you can see here, I am taking my exam next week. The action is not happening now. It's going to happen in the future, but the structure is in present continuous tense to show an action in the future. Yeah, I am taking my exam next week. So here in the second sentence, when are you starting your new job? It's a question. When are you starting your new job? A person has not started the job, and it's not even doing now. It's all about referring to future time. I can play tennis with you tomorrow because I am not working, because I am not working. Tomorrow I am not working, so I can play tennis with you. So here the structure in these sentences is present continuous form, but it shows an action in the future time. So I hope this concept and the structure of the sentence and what the time of the action denotes is clear to all of you. This is very simple if you make it to practice every day. And I wish that you just use these structures to make sentences in your daily conversation, and don't worry about what mistakes you make. You just speak out and make sentences, whatever thoughts and ideas come to your mind. Okay? And as a language learner, as a beginner, and as you are here to learn English very easily, these kinds of sentences and these simple lessons will motivate you and benefit you more. So here now we are going to understand what is the spelling rule when we make the base verb to ing form. So you can see here a simple rule is that to the base form of the verb we add ing. For example, you can see work, working, play, playing, assist, assisting, see, seeing, stop, stopping, run, running, begin, begin. Okay, and these three verb ing form has taken a simple rule. And what is that rule? That I will make it clear to you. See, here in this verb stop, the last letter is consonant, and just before that word, the second last word is vowel. So if the verb ends with consonant letter and just before that vowel, then we have to double the last letter. So the last letter is doubled here. The same rule, when a base verb ends with consonant letter and just before that a vowel, then we have to double the last letter. Run, here is doubled, running. Begin, here is also the same rule applied. The last letter is consonant and the second last one is vowel. So that's why the last letter N is doubled here, beginning. So this is a simple rule. But here just when it comes to open and opening, that rule is not applied. There is an exception. Why? Because the base verb, the last syllable is not stressed. So you have to understand the exception when we learn grammar rules and spelling rules. Here in this base verb open, the last syllable N, open, open. So the last syllable pen is not stressed, is not stressed. That is the reason the last letter is not doubled. Hope it is very clear to you. So here, lie, die, when a base verb ends with ie, replace with that ie with ing. Why ing? Lie, lying, die, die. Hope it is clear to you. I'll explain once more. lie, the base verb ends with ie. Here, die, the base verb ends with ie. If it is so, we have to change it into ing form by replacing ie with ying. Hope it's very easy for you to understand. So let's see here. Come, mistake. The last letter is vowel, so we have to replace e with ing. So no need to add e at the end of ing form of the verb. So we have to just replace a base verb that ends with e with ing. So hope it's very easy for you to understand. It's clear to all of you. So this is a simple spelling rule that you can just find out yourself more examples and learn and practice in your daily practical life. Now we are going to see a small grammar quiz based on all the rules and some examples that we have learned in today's lesson in the form of a small grammar quiz. And through this quiz you can test yourself how far you are able to understand all the details and information and rules that I have taught you in today's lesson. And are you ready to attend that quiz now? Let's go for that. Here is the first question for you. on quiz time, that is, there is a blank, you coming over for dinner. What may be the correct option among these three? Is, am, or are? What may be the correct one? Yes, are you coming over for the dinner? So you'll have to choose this one. Yeah. The next one is for you. My aunt is blank at our house this week. What may be the correct one? Yes, my aunt is singular, is, then verb plus ing form is staying. So this is the correct option. Here is the third question for you. I blank my dinner now. What may be the correct one? I is followed by am eating. So this is the correct one. I am eating my dinner now. My brother blank German. What may be the correct one? My brother is singular, so here we will use is learning. My brother is learning German. And here is the last question for you on quiz time, that is, they are, and the spelling here is given 3 options. You will have to choose the correct one based on the rule that we have learned. They are opening a new shopping mall next month. What may be the correct spelling? Yes, here is the correct one. So I hope you enjoyed today's lesson and you understood what the rule is all about when we use, when we speak, and when we write in present continuous tense sentence form. So hope today you learned many things and you enjoyed today's lesson also. So if you have enjoyed, then please do not forget to subscribe and share with your friends. If you have learned something new, you must share this video with your friends. So stay home, stay safe, and enjoy your learning process. Have a nice time.